we can explain away most things. We can explain away that you had to take medication to get somewhere. People say to me, what can I do? I say, well, when you bend over to pick up that 12-pack, I said, anticipate that the paparazzi have followed you in. They've looked at how you get in and get out of your car. They've watched you hulk the 5-pound or the 50-pound dog food bag onto your cart. And then they watched you reach and bend and on your tiptoes, etc. And then you loaded your car, and, it's not like you got home and you left it all in the hot sun. You unloaded it. Well, I tell people, hey, leave it in the car. Wait for the husband or the son or the neighbor or somebody that can help you come unload the groceries. Because there are have-tos. We got to eat. We got to drive. And we got to go to our doctor's appointments. It's all the rest. Hey, how many people, Gary, this winter were out there shoveling? Had a videotape case where they got my guy shoveling his driveway. I said, how do you want him to go get the MRI? I mean, you didn't offer to come plow his driveway. Oh, but gee, Frank, look at the exertion. My God, crazy. You take that picture at the golf tournament, and, my guy says, hey, I don't golf regularly. Well, now I ask people what regular means. Had a client not 4 months ago who said, you know what, Frank? I said, do you golf? He said, yeah, not regularly. My bad. I didn't follow up to find out what regularly meant. Got to mediation. Sure enough, the carrier had followed him out to the golf course, and there he was with his 4 buddies. Now, he was in a golf cart. He was able to jump out and high-five after he made a 12-footer, and, he blasted out of the sand trap. And, my guy's horrified as he's sitting there watching, and the first thing he says, well, that's illegal. It's a private country club. No, you put yourself out in public. This guy went to high ground and was able to zoom in and capture your activities for about an hour and a half on the golf course. My guy says, well, I don't play regularly. Well, too bad for that argument. He played in a group before he became disabled, in a group that played 5 times a week. And that was regular. They played 36 on Saturday. They played 36 on Sunday. They had every Wednesday off, and they got 5 rounds of golf in, and now he can only golf 3 days a week. Well, the worst part about that is when they post the score, nobody posts our highest score, so I can't go back and say, hey, look at this guy's handicap. Since he's been disabled, he was a scratch golfer before, and now he's a 92. No, my guy's clipping along at a +2 handicap. So for our viewers, that means he's 2 over par. And I now have to go in red-faced and explain to the other side, hey, look, regular means something different to everybody. Had you asked him what regular meant, he would have said 3 days a week, and you know what? He doesn't play as well as he did before. Or, hey, what if you're a runner or you're a walker and you walk in a charity event? Do you know that when you make a donation to a charity, there are websites that have that information so that the carrier can scour every charity event, run, walk, wheel, what have you. And sure enough, my people who say, hey, look, I go to the doctor, I come back, I go get food, I drive when I have to because the policy didn't come with a chauffeur, but yet there's my person with 6 charity events during the year where they walked for MS. You know what? There's your time. There's your 33 minutes for a 10K. Hey, I don't run a 33-minute 10K. Or, on that trip to Hawaii, I say to people, look, it's okay when you bought, non-refundable trips and you have focus and concentration issues and you say you're cognitively impaired from your medications. A, you got to travel with somebody. B, you got to be smart about what you do when you're there. I tell people, want to go on vacation? Make sure you go in and explain to your doctor what the trip entails. Make sure you refill your pain medications. And if you need to see a doctor in a foreign country because you've got pain from sitting too long or being on a boat or any of those kinds of things, it helps to document that you've got current restriction and limitation.